Hello everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name's Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. This marks a milestone that I honestly never thought I would accomplish. Little me growing up in a country-ass town never ever thought that I would be featured by Harper's Bazaar. Oh my gosh, it's just so cool to say that, and I know it may not seem like a big deal, but to me it is, bitch, so don't judge. If you aren't aware, I was recently featured in the Harper's Bazaar Go to Bed With Me series. It's a series that I constantly react to here on my channel, whether it be celebrities or other YouTubers, where they do their nighttime skincare routine. We get a little peek into it, and typically my response has been to do reaction videos to it. I think it's a lot of fun just to be able to, provide my own personal feedback and opinions on skincare products that these people do. And you guys seem to really like those videos. And I think they're just a really fun way of communicating skincare education while going, through the entertaining cycle of seeing what they use, how they apply it, whether it be good or horrifying. And about a month ago, no, maybe a month and a half ago, it was a while ago, Harper's Bazaar reached out to me, and not gonna lie, I kind of thought it was a fake email. I was thinking to myself, like, okay, my subscribers are getting real smart. And then I realized it was real and I lost my fucking mind. I was jumping around. I was freaking out, so excited and so honored. So thank you so much, Harper's Bazaar, for featuring me. And in this video, I thought it would be fun to give a little bit of a story time because, bitch, there is a story behind this video. There's multiple stories. And react to a little bit of myself to provide some context based off of other reaction videos that I've seen to this routine. Does that make sense? Since it's been posted, other skincare content creators have made reaction videos to it, provided some really good feedback and critique, and I kind of want to talk about that in this video. This idea for this video and the entire idea of reaction videos is because of the skincare routine reaction queen, Susan Yara. I just want to say thank you so much, Susan. She's always shown so much support to me from the beginning, whereas a lot of other content creators could get pissed about another content creator doing their same style of video. She's just always been so positive and kind. And when I went to LA to collab with her, she was like, hey, I told the Harper's Bazaar team that they should totally do a video of you. And since then, she, James Welsh, Mad About Skin have all made reaction videos to my routine that I want to touch on. Let's get into it! Okay, I am not a pretty sight when I wash my face. I look like a fish gasping for air. Or gasping for water. They don't gasp for air, they're underwater. Gasping for water. I'm so funny. This is kind of weird because it's like an inception moment. I'm like, whoa, watching myself. What is this? So I'm not smiling at myself because that's fucking weird. I just want to say thank you so much to the Harper's Bazaar team because whatever color correcting lighting magic you create is better than what I'll ever do. I'll be honest, I'm way too lazy to color correct my videos. They made my video look so freaking good. I was like,
what sorcery do you use?
My skin looks so good, my teeth look good. I was like, wow. Usually lighting's not my friend, but... Also, I hope that you can appreciate that I'm wearing a robe because it's low-key 85 degrees and I'm actually pretty hot. But you know what? I wanted to stick with wearing a robe because it's a go to bed with me. I don't get this chance every day. Now I want to say real quick, I'm not going to be reacting to the whole video because I'll be honest, now that I'm actually sitting here and looking at myself, I'm like, this is so fucking awkward. Yeah, so funny story about that. It was so hot that I was sweating the entire time I was making the video. This sounds gross, but so am I, so I don't really care. My shirt was wet after that video. That's how hot it was. And I see so many comments of people that are like, oh my God, we get it. You live in Hawaii. Stop saying that. But I'm like, it's fucking hot here. If you knew how much of an impact it has on your skin, on your life, on everything here, you'd be complaining about it too. One of which was Susan Yara's, I believe. I was watching her video while sitting in the car and literally giggling like a little kid because I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a surreal moment to see someone who I've watched for so long react to celebrities and other people reacting to my skincare routine. Oh, it's just such a cool feeling. And she touched on how much climate makes an impact on your skin, which I was like, thank you, Susan, for saying that because it really does make a huge impact. She was talking about the part in the video. When it comes to skincare overall, the climate that you're in makes a really big impact on what skincare products are going to work best, what consistencies you need to use, how often you need to apply, what you're using during the nighttime, during the daytime. It really does impact a lot, which is why I'm always talking about the climate here so that you guys have some contextual justification when, shopping for your own products. But yeah, it was kind of funny filming this video in a full robe, knowing damn well that I never wear robes. Harper's Bazaar had emailed me saying, we'd really like it if you wore a robe. And I was like, you know what? I'll just commit. I'll do it. Big mistake. I'm just kidding. It wasn't that big of a mistake. It was just a little uncomfortable. You are also joined with me in my room, not my bathroom, because my bathroom is the size of a shoebox. Yes. And I figured that you probably don't want to be seeing up my nostrils my entire skincare routine. So we're here instead. So I may have to run in and out to wash my face. All right, bitch. Story time. This is the real reason I wanted to make this video. Filming this video for Harper's Bazaar was one of the most complex, stressful, complicated experiences that I have ever had while making a video. I'm not exaggerating at all. Grab your popcorn, ho. When Harper's Bazaar reached out to me, they were like, look, we usually will provide you with a hotel room to film in, but because of COVID, because you're not here in the mainland, you're welcome to do it in your room. And I thought it would be a really fun opportunity to spend the night in a hotel here in Hawaii. The tourism industry has been completely impacted here because no one's basically allowed to travel here. And so a lot of smaller hotels are struggling. And being that, my bathroom is, yes, the size of a shoebox, I was like, I'm just going to get a hotel room. I'll go with my roommates. We can film. We can have some drinks at the hotel. It'll be fun. It'll be a social distancing vacation while supporting a small hotel here. Well, so I find this hotel, okay? It has floor to ceiling windows. It's beautiful. You get like a 360 view for a really cheap price. We're like the only ones staying in the hotel. I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I'm going to have the city lights behind me as I apply my skincare routine. It's going to be beautiful, perfect. What could go wrong? Famous last words. So I decided to go early so I can set up my ring light. Once I get to the room, it is just melting. I don't know if it's just because of the floor to ceiling windows and the technical difficulties they were having with their air conditioning unit, but it was just, oh my God, when I tell you it was hot, I'm not exaggerating. I sat in front of the AC unit for 30 minutes, dripping sweat, just sitting. I wasn't moving at all. And after 30 minutes, I was still dripping the same amount of sweat that I was when I first got into the room. So I was like, okay, the AC unit is clearly not working. It's just blowing hot air at me. This is not going to work. And because I'm terrified of approaching customer service workers, because I used to be a customer service worker who used to be abused on the daily, and I don't want to inflict that on others, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go home. I'm going to come back at nighttime when it's nice and cool and just film then. I come back at nighttime and the room is the same temperature. The heat is smoldering. Is that a word, smoldering? Yeah, like a smoldering fire. It is smoldering. And I asked to get my room switched. They said it's going to take a while. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to film in this room. It'll be fine. It's not that big of a deal. You can't see my sweat in the camera. It'll be fine. I set up the light and I realized because the glass behind me, the reflection of the ring light completely blocked out all of the city view. I wanted to get a hotel room to show a nice view behind me or something instead of, my crusty bathroom. So instead I have to turn it around to this really, it was a beautiful hotel room, but this part of the bathroom was really ugly. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm already here. I'm just going to do it. I go through my entire skincare routine. Before the skincare routine even finishes, I have already sweated all of the products out of my skin. Disgusting! I checked the temperature of the room. It's 97 degrees with 35% humidity. So it was hot, bitch. It was hotter than hell. I finished the video at 10 o'clock at night, drenched in sweat. I'm like, whatever, we're done. We finished. Success. Now we can order some takeout food, just have some drinks, relax. Then I figure out one of my roommates needs to leave that night. The other roommate needs to work early in the morning. All the takeout places are closed because of COVID, and I can't get alcohol because everything is closed because of COVID. So it was supposed to be a fun night that kind of turned into a disaster. And then to top the cake off, when I get home, I look at the footage and I realize the entire time there was a smudge over the lens of my phone. For some reason, dust particles were being captured by the light everywhere. So I was blurry. It looked like there was flies and you could most definitely see my sweat. So all that was for nothing. But I wasn't upset. I was like, you know what? Whatever. I made a memory. It's fine. I really didn't mind it too much. I reached out to Harper's Bazaar asking them if I could just have a little bit more time to film a second round. So for round number 2, I asked my friend if I could use his bathroom to film my video. It took a long time to set up. He also had a really small bathroom, but it was way cuter than mine. So I was like, you know what? This is going to be good. Everything's looking fine. It looks great on the camera. This is my moment to shine. I have sensitive eyes, okay? You guys probably know this from watching my videos and looking down in the comments and seeing everyone saying, is Hyram high? Bitch, I wish. No, I'm not. My eyes are just really sensitive. But this particular evening, my eyes were so sensitive. They were getting so red. And midpoint through the video, I'm talking, they were full bloodshot. I had trouble even opening my eyes because they were stinging so badly. I had no idea why until I realized when I was cleansing my face, I had my eyes wide open the entire time. And I think a little bit of cleanser got into my eyes and really started to irritate it. And it got so bad that I had to just stop filming the video altogether and abort the whole mission again. And at this point, I was like, okay, you know what? Is this the universe trying to tell me that I am just not worthy to be in Harper's Bazaar? And I sent the team a video clip and I was like, look, you can use this if you want, but my eyes are pretty red, and if possible, I would love some time to refilm. And they replied back like, oh my God, Hyram, you look high as a kite. Please refilm this. They didn't actually say that, but I know that they were thinking it. They were probably like, what the hell is this boy smoking? And that led me to round number 3, where I said, fuck it, I'm going to do it in my own room. I'm going to close my eyes while cleansing my face, and this is going to be a success, goddammit. And it was, except for the fact that I accidentally broke one of my cooling globes and it spilled out and possibly stained the carpet. Thankfully it didn't. I got the stain out. But yeah, that is the wild story time of me filming this video. And you may think, wow, Hyram, that's such a crazy story. Good thing that doesn't happen in your life often. Girl, you don't know my life. I think one of the reasons I'm always so calm when this shit happens is because it happens literally literally all the fucking time. I don't know why my life is like such a crazy adventure behind the scenes, but whew, I know storytime videos aren't trendy anymore and you guys would probably be really bored, but let me know if you ever want any type of story times because wow, I have way too many. Back to the video. I'm going to be using in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 products with one skincare tool. So 9 products altogether. I'm really excited to go through them because these are some new goodies that I found that I haven't shared with many people. I wanted to touch on this part of the video because nearly everyone who was reacting to my routine was like, Hyram's using more than 4 products? What? I'm constantly talking on my channel about the power of a minimalistic skincare routine. I always say you only need 4 skincare products, but there's a critical word that I use whenever I talk about that. I say need. The whole purpose of my channel is fighting against this hyper-consumerism, this industry push for people to buy a shit ton of skincare products to get rid of their skin problems. And I always try to focus on the products you only need because I realize that a lot of my viewers are just trying to resolve certain issues within their skin and don't necessarily want to spend a ton of money on skincare and buy a bunch of products and use them all. And while yes, I do believe in skincare minimalism, I also, have a YouTube channel focused on skincare. So I'm always constantly having to use new products every single day, testing out new things to figure out what I could recommend to you guys. So as much as I would like to have a very simple skincare routine, the reality is that the majority of the time my skincare routine is complete chaos, trying so many different products. And to give you an example, this video was filmed like 2 weeks ago. My skincare routine is like completely different from then because I'm using a bunch of new products. But it was funny seeing everyone so shocked about that. I think James Welsh particularly was the most shocked. By the way, all the reaction videos I'm talking about in today's video will be linked down below. Please go watch them and support the creator. And they were all so kind and supportive. Honestly, I was so excited for this routine to be uploaded because I'm like, I want people to just drag me to filth, be shady, tag my skincare routine, rip it apart because that's always what people accuse me of doing. So I was like, I want to see if I can take it. Pleasantly surprised to see everyone being so nice and so supportive and super open-minded, which I was like, oh, thank you guys. That was so sweet. Also, I will say I busted out my full routine for this video. I don't always use 8 products for my nightly skincare routine. I usually use like 4 or 5, but I didn't want to just feature like 4 products and have the video be like 5 minutes long. And if you've watched the video already, you know that the majority of the time I'm just talking about other stuff. I'm not talking about these specific products. But yeah, normally my nighttime skincare routine isn't this extensive. So first thing I do is I use a cleansing balm. I'm specifically using the Then I Met You Living Cleansing Balm. I like this one because, well, I like cleansing balms in general because they're a great way of just dissolving the sunscreen and excess oil and dirt buildup that has accumulated throughout the day off of your skin. Cleansing oils are nice, but sometimes they can be a little bit messy, which is why I like cleansing balms. But typically I don't go for a lot of cleansing balms because they have an ingredient called polyethylene, which is plastic, and I kind of don't want to be putting plastic on my face and having it go down the drain. And this one is polyethylene free, which is why I really like it. So I usually just take a little bit. So I wanted to touch on this because in the reaction videos, I saw Susan, James Welsh, and Mad About Skin. He's a really new YouTube channel that I just figured out about. Feel free to go support him down below. But they all like disagreed with me on this point. They don't feel that polyethylene is necessarily problematic in a skincare formula, but they respected my opinion. And I loved to see that. I loved seeing them like disagree with me and tell me why. The one thing about my channel that I love, the reason why like I know so much about skincare compared to when I first started my channel, is because I like getting feedback from you guys. I like knowing when I'm wrong about something, when I messed up, learning more information, because I never want to provide you guys with wrong information. How is that helping you at all? How is that empowering you with more skincare information? It's just disabling you. And I love hearing how and why people disagree with me, so long as it's done in a respectful manner. And the sad thing about the internet and why I can't read, a lot of like blogs or forums where they talk about me is because that critical component, respect, is a lot of times lost, and people, tend to use critique as an opportunity to really just hate, which I can't stand to see. But I'm like, I still want to learn what I'm doing wrong without feeling like, a shitty, horrible person afterwards. And they brought up some good points about polyethylene and polyethylene glycol in skincare. And after watching their videos, I will make the distinction that polyethylene is not like the microbeads that used to be in skincare that really negatively affected marine wildlife. It is a liquidized form, which by a lot of people is considered to be able to be broken down by the environment very easily. The reason why I avoid it in skincare is because I have spoken to some people who work at waste management units that say that even liquidized polyethylene does negatively affect the water systems that they're managing. And I did speak to someone who studies toxicology, and they were saying that it's still not sure as to whether or or not polyethylene does negatively affect marine wildlife. And so because of that, I try to avoid polyethylene where I can, because I'm like, hey, I would much rather have a plethora of rich hydrating oils to remove my sunscreen and dirt as opposed to, you know, plastic, especially when we just don't know the negative impact that polyethylene can have on the earth. And just because you guys know, I always want the best of the best of the best on my channel. If there's better alternatives than polyethylene, I'm going to go towards those. But I like that they did bring up the points that there's still not a ton of research out there polyethylene could inflict on marine wildlife. And I really am grateful that they brought those points up because they're important. Also, collectively, I think all of them disagreed with my stance on fragrance, which is nothing new. James, Susan, and I have always talked about how we disagree on fragrance, and it's always so encouraging talking to them because we can talk about it so respectfully. Sometimes when I'm interacting with people in the comment section, it gets so just ugly so quickly of people taking something small like a skincare disagreement and using it as an excuse to attack and insult another person, which I'm just like, where do those things mix? I would never do that. But I love that they brought that up because it shows that, you know, everyone has different opinions in skincare. I have my own opinions that I share on my channel because my channel is an extension of my skincare opinions. And then you have other channels that their own opinions and are also sharing them, which is why it's so good to diversify your information sources so that you can get a collective understanding of everyone's opinions and then form your own. Am I saying that everyone should have my opinion on fragrance? Absolutely not. And that's what I love seeing in their reaction videos. Once I pat that into my skin, I go in with lips next because my lips tend to get really dry, and I think overnight is a great time for me to just make sure I'm really moisturizing my lips so I don't have to apply a lip balm as much throughout the day. The one that I've been really loving is the Milk Makeup Melatonin Lip Mask. I think there's a lot of like underrated benefits to melatonin in skincare, and I specifically like this one because it's very thick, it's very hydrating, and it's going to make sure that I do not wake up with dry lips. The only thing I don't like about this one is that it is formulated with lavender oil. So, you know, to me, that I would consider that fragrance. I wanted to touch on this product because a reaction video made by Mad About Skin, like I said before, a channel I recently found. He was so respectful and kind in his reaction video, but when I pulled out this product and I finished using it, he was like, yeah, that product is shit. It has terrible ingredients. Melatonin doesn't have enough benefits for the skin to be justified as used in skincare products. It's most likely used for marketing. I think the ingredients are terrible. I would never choose that product. I don't think it's a good one. And he just like went on, and I was like, I fucking love it. I love seeing people share their no bullshit opinion. Just say it how it is, their opinion on a product without disrespecting anyone. He's so happy to see, and I get tired of creators like tiptoeing around criticizing products or brands because they don't want to cause any controversy. But I'm like, look, as long as your intent is pure, if you actually being constructive, you're not attacking the person, you're not being mean, you're just sharing your no bullshit opinion, I think it's amazing. And I just love that he didn't care about that because that's definitely the approach with my channel. And I think maybe why some people, you know, really don't like my videos, because I do go hard against products I don't like, but it's never done out of disrespect. I never do it with the intent of being mean or disliking someone or hating a brand. It's always done to be constructive, to help the person, to help the brand, encourage them to grow and be better. And that's a common denominator among all the creators that reacted to this video, but especially Mad About Skin. Now, I'm not going to react to the entire video because you, yes, you yourself can go and watch it on Harper's Bazaar page. Thought it would just be fun to share the backstory, talk about some of the review videos that I saw, but you are welcome to go see the entire skincare routine on the Harper's Bazaar channel. Thank you so much, Harper's Bazaar. I cannot even describe how like honored I feel. Thank you to Susan, James, and Mad About Skin for reacting to my video, being so respectful but being constructive. I appreciate and rely on your feedback to be able to improve my own opinions on skincare and just become a better content creator, and each of you have inspired me to do better. And last of all, of course, thank you everyone who is watching for making this a reality for me. Really, the whole reason this happened is because of you guys have been so loving, supportive, incredible, amazing to me, and managed to get Harper's Bazaar to notice this little country ass boy. And I'm so grateful to each of you because of it. Check out the other reaction videos in the description box below. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.